pa' ti, bebé.
What is up, you guys? Welcome back to our channel. So today I'm actually so excited to be sharing with you guys one of my favorite topics, one of my favorite things is Disney cruising. I'm gonna share with you guys the 10 best tips I have as a Disney cruise mom. That's me, that's my new title. I'm gonna lie, that sounds pretty cute. Stay tuned because I've got you covered with 10 best tips to attempt a smooth meltdown free, but most importantly, magical vacation. And these tips are from a real mom experience. So, vamos a ver cómo va. Let's get right into the tips so you can start packing for your Disney cruise. Tip number 1 is to book early. Sometimes Enrique's job, career, does hold us back on scheduling early, but if this is something that you guys can apply, please do. If you guys have a much more set schedule, if you guys know when vacation's coming, if you guys know that spring break is coming or somebody's birthday in summer's coming, that's when you guys would like to book it, or you want to do a Halloween, a Christmas cruise. Halloween is my favorite cruising, but I can't wait to attempt a Christmas cruise. Booking early means that you're gonna get some great deals and be able to pick the room that is best for you and your family, as well as your schedule. So for example, dining options can be from 5:45 p.m. or 8:45 p.m. So depending on your preference, that's a pretty dramatic time difference. Tip number 2, pick the right stateroom. If you're traveling with a baby, you definitely want to make sure that your stateroom has the split bathroom, which is one bathroom with a sink and a toilet, the other one with a sink but a full tub. Especially if you have a baby toddler that still takes baths, you're definitely gonna love that bath. Trust me, after a pool day or hectic day or whatever it is, even coming right back from Castaway Cay, you just want them to go into the bath, decompress a little bit, maybe right before nap time. You're definitely going to love having a bath in your stateroom. Also, having a veranda. Having a veranda is not just for the beautiful, o sea, bella view que te vas a tener. The view is going to be amazing, especially when you're coming into town or you're going into the island or just out in sea. You know, you just... Excuse me. So the veranda would work great, especially if you have little ones, because when they are taking naps, you can escape to the veranda, have a glass of wine, have a cup of water in peace, and just chit chat out there with your partner or just by yourself. There's no judgment here. You can sit outside by yourself, enjoy the peace of quiet, whatever it is that you want to do on your own. Having that veranda is going to be your quiet escape. Including with picking the correct stateroom, I would decide whether you want the room to be near the elevator, whether you want it to be on the 6th floor, on the 3rd floor. Every floor is going to have its own, preferences. So for example, a boat might have all the entertainment on the 4th floor and you prefer to be on the 5th floor, or you prefer to be on the 9th floor, one under the main buffet, main food dining, all that stuff. So it just depends. You want to check out your boat and see where your most time spent will be, if it's something that you prefer to have easy access to, if it's something that you prefer to be near the buffet just for a quick lunch, or if you prefer to be near the entire entertainment, the stores, the shopping. You can have an entire map of the boat from the Disney Cruise Line website. So I definitely recommend, depending on which boat you're going to go on, because they're not all the same, which I did have to learn. The thing that we did notice we loved was being near the elevator. I know that sounds kind of... The elevator and the stairs are together, so that made it really easy for us to just get access to the next floor, come upstairs, go downstairs, get on the elevator with the stroller and the baby. That really was helpful instead of having to go all the way down the hallway. And I don't know why it happens, but every single time We left the room. We forgot something. So at least Enrique, because Enrique is the one that has to go back, they had to go down a long hallway to go and get it. He just was, honestly, you just tucked in. We were almost always right next to the elevator, if not 2 rooms down. So it just was a quick and easy access, especially when you're done with the pool, or you're coming back from an island or Castaway Cay. You get back on the elevator and you're right next to your room. I definitely love the option of picking what room works best for our family. Tip number 3. It is to pack like a pro. I do have some previous videos, if you guys have checked that out, of us packing for a cruise. I would love to make another one even better, even more better for a Disney mom, for example. So if there's something that you guys would like to check out, comment down below and I will make sure that we get a video like that uploaded, packing like a pro for a Disney cruise as a mom. So you have to pack your swimsuits in your carry-on, because as soon as you get on the boat, you might want to get on the pool. You want to bring lanyards for your key to world cards as well, so that it's just easy access. You can carry it on, nobody loses it, and you need it for all multiple things, so it's just easy to have it on a lanyard. As well as, do not forget a pirate night outfit. Many families forget that we have a pirate night, and the ones that don't, they go all out, and then you feel like you're missing out. Like, I think the very first cruise, me and Enrique did not pack a pirate night outfit, and we felt like we were missing out. Like, we felt like we were underdressed. The second time we attempted, and then I was still disappointed. I was like, no, like, Disney people just go all out, so we have to go all out. So this last cruise that we did go on, we went all out. Like, we went all out. It was so stinking cute. It's the Disney Wish Cruise day 2, I believe. So go and check that video out. Speaking with packing, you want to have, for example, things that people might not consider on a Disney cruise or a Disney vacation is having Ziploc bags. So easy just to put a snack in there, go up to the pool, get your kids' favorite, even whatever leftovers they have somewhere, just put it right there and take it with them, because they're going to want the rest later, and you don't have to go and buy a brand new bag of Disney candy. Trust me, you will find a reason to use a Ziploc bag on a Disney cruise vacation. As well as magnets, something that I didn't take my first cruise, but second and third I did. There is magnets that you can use and won't damage the boat or your room. And you can hang up your Disney ears, you can hang up your lounge fly. In the bathroom, they already have a string for your swimsuits, just to let you know. So you don't even have to leave it out on the veranda. As a Disney mom, I would recommend having a nightlight, sound machine, and their favorite blanket or their favorite toy that they sleep with. Because in the room, it does get very, very, very dark. So if your child does not like it pitch black, you might want to have a little nightlight. If you want to be able to get around the room, because they do like it very black. For example, my baby, he loves it blackout, everything, just like mama. So if you just need to get around the room, having a little nightlight is very useful. The sound machine also came in very clutch, because sometimes we would go and put the baby down for a nap, but that doesn't mean that the rest of the cruise stops. It was so quiet in my opinion, but I would always have a sound machine just in case. And it just helps the baby kind of reset and be like, okay, it's time for a nap. Okay, it's time for bed. So I always took a little travel one. I'll link one down below that I really love. Making sure you pack like a pro will honestly really help your vacation. Tip number 4 is to download the Navigator app. So once you get on the cruise, you're going to have access to their Navigator app, which is going to give you everything you need: the schedule, your dinner times, events, your character meet and greets. It's really going to be your best friend, especially for when you want to check your children into one of the kids clubs. They're going to have the hours there, but if for whatever reason a cast member from the kids club has to reach you, that's how they'll reach you, as well as you'll be able to communicate with the rest of your family if they have the app on their phone as well. Also for the plays, theaters, movie times, any special events coming up, you're going to have that all on the Navigator app. The entire map of the boat. You're going to have room service. You got room service on the boat for free. I really loved using the Navigator app to schedule out our day. So for example, in the morning, we'd be like, okay, we want to go and have trivia, or go and have brunch, or go and to the buffet, and you would be able to see the times that they have everything available, and then you would be able to schedule it out. You would heart it, and then it'll give you kind of like your daily plan. Of course, everything just is a go in the flow, but if you like to hit some things, just make sure you heart them, and then it'll be in that day's schedule. Or if you want to look at tomorrow's schedule and plan something out that maybe you missed, or you make it a pool day, or you make it a point to have the kids at the kids club at a certain time, I definitely recommend having that, especially if you do leave your kids at the kids club. You want to make sure that the cast members have access to communicating with you in case of any emergency, or just to let you know, like, hey, they're ready to come get picked up, or hey, they asked to stay an hour longer, whatever it is. But always remember, you have the option to go back to the kids club and just communicate with them in person. Tip number 5 is to use the kids club. Just like we were talking about right now, it was our very first time leaving our son with a stranger in his life. And let me just tell you guys, my husband and myself had harder time than my son did. I don't know what happened, because here he cannot do that with anybody. I don't know if it was the magic. I don't know if it was the toys. I don't know if it was the cast members, but he went, he stayed in there, and he stayed for a whole hour. Me and my husband got to take that little break, 1 hour out of our entire vacation, which we can't wait to go back to do more. We went to the adults club section, the adults club, adults only section. We went to have a cup of coffee, put our feet in the pool. It was really nice. It was just kind of like, obviously the whole time we were just talking about our baby. We were just worried about him. We were just wondering if he was okay. Then my husband and I have to make sure that we utilize it even more next time, because you also want to be on vacation. You also want to take advantage of everything that you're paying for. All the Disney clubs are free except for the nursery. So the one we use, we did have to pay. But if your children are 3 and above, all the kids club are going to be completely free and included in your purchase. So I would definitely recommend taking advantage of taking them. And guess what? They're probably going to want to stay. They're not even going to ask if they can go back with you. Unfortunately, you might have to pull them out of there. I have spoken to so many Disney parents, and the way that they've done it is just like, yeah, we can let them go there all day, and then after a certain time, they're with us for dinner, for night activities, for trivia, for movie night, room service in the room, or they do it the other way. So they're with us all day, and then we go and send our kids to the kids club. And sometimes there's like 21 and up club section. Sometimes there's a 21 and up trivia. Sometimes there's, champagne tasting. So I definitely recommend just to use your kids club, because they're somewhere safe. They're somewhere where they're going to have fun. And guess what? They actually make friends with other kids there. And even one night on one cruise, the kids ended up doing a flash mob for all the parents. Well, actually everybody on the cruise, because it was in the middle of the center stage where the pool was at night, they ended up doing like a flash mob, which was so cute. So it just goes to show how interactive they get with the cast members, how interactive they get with each other, and just enjoy other kids that are also on this vacation. What I will add with the cast members at the kids club, they're really thorough on finding out every little detail about your child's needs, or anything that you think that they should know. They're all ears, which I really did appreciate, especially with my son going to the nursery. We didn't mention anything, but they made sure that there was a Spanish speaking cast member with him the entire time, which we could not appreciate more. That was just like an extra, like an extra gift for us, that made us feel like, okay, he feels a little bit more familiar maybe with somebody that speaks Spanish. Tip number 7 is to take advantage of the character meet and greets. For example, there's always characters walking around, but they have special time frames that they have characters standing in one spot, or where you can meet all Disney princesses at once. They will literally take you to meet every single one at once. Check those out, because I think just taking advantage of the fact that you don't have to have those long lines, for example, at a Disney park, in the humidity, in the heat, waiting just to talk to a character for a quick second. On the cruise, they really do take their time. They're talking to you, they're interacting with you, they're taking videos, they're taking photos. So to be honest, I prefer doing character meet and greets on the cruises. So I would recommend taking advantage. One time, me and my husband, I think it was Pirate Night, and Peter Pan was just cruising all around the lobby, and he just sat and talked with us for like 15 minutes. And it was so amazing. It was so cute. And I really can appreciate that the magic continues in the hallways, that the magic continues in the lobby. So I would recommend taking advantage. If you want your family to meet a specific character, go on the Navigator app, look at their times that they're going to be on, their posts or wherever they're going to be in the lobby, and you can go and meet with them or schedule or go to the princess event, especially because you're in an AC lobby, like you're just like chilling, you don't mind waiting. There might be a little line, like we've waited before, but honestly, it's never been more than like 10 families in front of us. And that's not a lot. Like that's really not a lot compared to like Disneyland or Disney California or Disney World. Tip number 8 is to understand the dining rotation. I was really confused about what this was. The dining rotation. So every night you'll have dinner at a restaurant. The very next night you'll have it at another one. For example, this last one, it was Arendelle. We had it on day 1. Then day 2 it was Marvel. Day 3 it was 1923. So every single night you're going to go to a different restaurant. But if it is a longer, for example, a 5-night, 7-night cruise, they're going to bring you back and rotate, for example. So just make sure you understand your dining time. If you go at 5:45 or at 8:45, double check what time you're supposed to be at that dinner. You're going to have a serving team that is going to follow you to every single restaurant that you go to. And what's really nice about that is on day 1, they're really getting to know you, your preferences, your allergies, your loves, your likes, your hates, all of that about your food. I mean, they're probably getting to know you as a person as well. And they're kind of probably filling out like if they can play some games with you, or if you guys just want to be left alone, whatever it is. So you'll have about 3 to 4 servers at your table helping you, guiding you, getting to know you. When we tell you guys that the service is just above and beyond, like I literally would ask for hot sauce or something on the very first night, and every single dinner they had and hot sauce for me. Then there was one cruise that we just ordered a Coke, I think one night, or I ordered a Coke and my husband ordered ginger ale. Every single night before we even got to our table, those drinks were available and ready. Every single night they brought my favorite dessert. So it's just things like that that they're getting to know, especially allergies, especially with children. You want to let them know so that they can take care of that, or they can communicate anything that they need to remove, anything that they need to recommend instead of what they have. They will take care of you and your preferences with every single dining experience. What's really nice about having a team that follows you, especially when you have children, is they will entertain them. They will come up with games. They will remember if you have a picky eater, if there's something that they actually love, if you have a special diet you follow. They will remember all that. And with the restaurants, I just want to make sure I emphasize you can order one of everything, and most times they will remind you, like, do you want the fish and the steak? Do you want the lobster and the salad? They will recommend all of it because you can literally get one of each, one of everything, especially the desserts. We definitely have taken advantage of getting one of each dessert. Number 9 is to bring costumes. Get into it, have fun, especially when the family, you're gonna get so excited to dress up for Pirate Night or Halloween night. We've definitely done a Halloween cruise, and it's so much fun when everybody dresses up, because then your whole family goes out and people are asking, wait, who are you? Wait, you guys are the couple? Wait, you guys are, and it's so interactive and you get to know more families. So I definitely recommend, don't hold back, go all out. If you have to DIY it, if you have to order on Amazon, I definitely recommend it because I have so much fun. And especially when I start seeing people, for example, there was this one woman that DIY'd the entire game, the claw from Toy Story, and she literally had this round thing around her and a claw. I was like, that is so cute. All those little aliens. I was just like, this is so fun. Like, it just makes it like exciting. And when everybody gets into it, you want to get more into it. So I do not want to disappoint when we go on the cruise. I'm going to make sure that we bring our costumes, and you just don't want to feel left out. I never have FOMO. I rarely have FOMO. But those nights, I'm like, oh my God, we didn't do anything. Tip number 10 is to capture the moments. There's photographers all over, even on Castaway Island. Ask them to take a quick photo of you. Take your phone out. Ask them to take a picture of you with your phone. Take the time to capture these moments, and do not forget, I actually made this mistake. Please do not do this. We got off the boat without purchasing our pictures. Take a moment for those photos that have been lost. So you have to purchase those pictures before you get off the boat. Do not forget, and be in the moment. Be in the moment. You can enjoy a vacation with your family. I promise you, especially a Disney cruise. Like, a Disney cruise is definitely those vacations that you want to go with your family. Like, I can't wait for the rest of my family to join us. I can't wait to make it a big family event and invite the cousins, the aunts, the titis, the uncles, all of that. So there you go. 10 mom-tested Disney cruise tips that can make your trip just a little bit more magical. What's your must-have cruise tips? Comment down below. You might be able to help a fellow mom. You might be able to help me. What would you add to this list? What am I missing so that I can make sure we pin it down below and we can all share the good tips? If you found this helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button for more family traveling tips.